Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Quack Co, where every video is 10 minutes or less guaranteed or double your money back. And today is an unboxing of Heroes of Barcadia. Now you may be asking yourself, what exactly is Heroes of Barcadia West? Well, let me tell you something. Heroes of Barcadia is a game that I saw on Kickstarter a while back, probably like a year and a half ago, something along those lines, and I really thought it was a cool idea because it's a game where you're basically drinking and your health is the alcohol or whatever other drink you happen to have in your glass. And as you're playing the game, you're flipping over tiles and having an entertaining time with your friends because everything in this game is ridiculous and hilarious. So the first things first, this is Heroes of Barcadia from Roll a Crit Games. They've done some pretty awesome stuff with this particular game. Their Kickstarter was wild, and they did they had a really unique booth at PAX, which was really cool. They had people dressed up as the different characters, and they had a really nice looking setup there for that, so I was super excited. I've not actually opened this yet. This is my personal pledge, so I don't even know everything that's in here, but I'm super excited to see it, just like you. So the main concept of the game is that you have these glasses, and if I can kind of push things off here to a different area, as you can see here, using my top cam, this is the character that you can play as. His particular name is Kegger. He's a barbarian. And then if you flip over to the backside, you'll see full health all the way down to dead. And as you're playing the game, there are things that happen to you throughout when you're flipping tiles over, which we'll go into in a moment. But that situationally sits there so that when you take damage, you have to drink a portion of your beverage to showcase how much health you actually have left in your glass. And in this particular scenario and all the scenarios throughout the game, you are unlocking dungeon locations, which are hexagonal tiles, which I'm assuming is what is in this box here. Yeah, there's a great depiction of it here. Which gives you the base tile here. These are all different tiles laid out on the table, and you're creating a dungeon that your character walks through, and on each tile there are different things that can happen to you. Now there are dice that have to be rolled because you will be fighting one another as you're going through, because this is definitely not a cooperative game, and we all know how much I love non-co-op games. Why can I not open this up? Oh, it's another tie there. There we go. Let's see what's in here. Some little location bar chips. I believe these are traps that you can set up from playing. This must be your start token. That's pretty cool. And then underneath here, yes, so these are the different tiles that you can lay out. Yeah, so we've got different, now these are waterproof tiles so that if you spill something, it's not going to cause an issue, which is really nice. But as you can see here, when the tile's flipped over this way, when you land on it, you flip it over, and then it will tell you what's going on. This is a level 17 monster. It takes 10 damage to defeat him, and if you win, then you're going to get a loot card for there, which is really cool. And it is a team battle, so you'll actually have to be grabbing somebody else to go with you. You've got Microbrew Unicorn here. You have the Poltergeist, lizards. You're basically at the end of this, you're really looking for the Hoard. So you're trying to defeat the Grand Drink Guardian, and the first person who does so will end up winning the game. And these are actually really well thought out. There's a lot of different pieces here. Portals throughout the game. These are your starting tiles, because you can portal from one location to another on the board. And as you're playing, you're setting up this big, huge dungeon, so to speak, because it is a crawl aspect. And then each one of the characters has unique cards. Let's see here. Which ones are which? These can be loot cards. These look like they're action cards. I don't know if I can get it open fast enough. Oh well. Let's try and see if one of these are it. But you are playing these characters, you're going through there, and each character has an individual move that you're able to do. There are different things where you have to work as a team. There'll be other times where you have to have somebody else roll the monster's score in hopes that you can make them, that you won't be able to defeat them, which is pretty cool. Let's see, these are all those. Yeah, so here, Heroic Huzzahs, signature move cards. Yeah, so the player cards must be in one of the other ones that are over there. Let me see if I can open one of these other decks up here. I know that's not super exciting when we're watching things on there, but one of the things that I do find very interesting about this game is the way that it is set up, because I do like... I do it in the past. I've not really enjoyed dungeon crawls because I find them to be kind of boring. And usually dungeon crawls are extremely mathy. And I'm not a huge fan of, oh, well, you've got this much damage you have to do, but you have these many shields. And I'm not the math person. If there's somebody in the group that's a big math person, I find that to be a much better win for me, and I'll have a lot more fun playing the game. But with this particular one, it's relatively simple in that you're going to have a lot of fun because you're playing with your friends and there's not a whole lot of math. But it is a dungeon crawl system where you're flipping over tiles as you go. There are things like traps. There's an all-seeing eye for loot, and these things give you extra options. Like this allows you to swap the place of any 2 unoccupied rooms in the dungeon, because as you figure out where you're supposed to go, you have you can swap tiles to make it closer to you, and then that way you're screwing up other people who are also trying to look for that same thing, which is pretty fun. Dash, you can complete 1 additional action this turn. And hypnotize, you can choose an opponent and you move them into a room adjacent to their current position, and as long as that room is revealed unoccupied and is not trapped. So you can start moving people around and getting them to go in different areas. And wouldn't you know it, the last pack that I'm going to open is going to be the one that actually has the character cards in it, because I'm just that lucky. But you know what? We still have more time available, so I'm okay with that. So here we go. I'm sure we're going to find our characters in here somewhere. Redo, swipe... Thief's Gambit, loot cards. Really? Are they... Why am I not finding what I'm looking for? Thirst Aid, heal yourself, Fireball, different types of loot that would be available for you. And then here are house rules. So I do actually really like the house rule cards. One of the interesting ones that we played with was Ye Olde Accents, where every time you spoke, you actually had to speak in an accent. And that was really funny because we got it as like the very first thing that happened. So we all had to have stupid voices and we had a great time. It made the game even more fun because that's the kind of silliness that I enjoy to have in my games. Why can I not find the character stuff? Am I forgetting character things are in a different situation here? Signature move cards, blah, 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 blah. Okay, your dice, your rooms, your traps. Ooh, there's some stickers. That's pretty cool. Yep. Some hero stickers. Great. There we go. So, yeah, as you're going through, you're looking for that final hoard. I had a great time playing the game. It's my type of game where you're just having a good time, being silly, enjoying time with your friends. I actually really like another segment that they've got available here where you don't have to have these special glasses with you if you don't want to. You can actually just use an average glass and then use one of these straws instead. So the straw itself has all the different lines available for it, and it shows you your health based on that, which I think is a really great addition because there are times where I want to take a cool, fun game like this with me and go play with my friends and just have a good time. But maybe I don't want to carry all these different glasses with me, or I'm worried they're going to get messed up, or what if I lose the glasses or they get broken? These are nice plastic, so I don't think that's going to happen. But just in case, I think these straws were a great addition, and I definitely added them into my my loot bag because I thought it would be fun to play with them and have the option of adding even more additional characters into the game that we were already playing, which is great. It's a fun version of a unique style drinking game that doesn't require alcohol. You could just have your regular old drink and have a really good time playing and hanging out with your friends. And isn't that what gaming is all about? Hanging out and playing with our friends and having a good time. Well, thank you very much for being here and for this chaotic, entertaining unboxing review of Heroes of Barcadia. I think if you're looking for something fun to do with your friends, this is a great option for you. You can have a really good time playing with your buddies and have an entertaining game that you'll have a good time playing with your friends. So with that being said, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget that more time playing is less time watching, which is why we are here for less than 10 minutes each time. Have a great day, everybody.